Welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Monday, March 14th. I'm Rick Boyer, the pastor of Prospect Presbyterian Church in Maplewood, New Jersey. And Take a Break, Take a Breath is an invitation for you to pause in your day, to do just what the title says, take a break and take a breath, just breathe. In fact, to breathe in God's presence and to allow God's presence to center you for just a few minutes, to let go of all the activity and to be settled. Each time we come together, I've been using the Gospel of Luke and inviting you to imagine yourself in the story as one of the characters in the story. And in that way, to use it as a guided meditation, to deepen our journey as we explore what Luke is inviting us to explore about Jesus and who he is. Today's reading is Luke 8, 1-3. That's Luke 8, 1-3. It's actually a very short passage. Of course, it's only 3 verses, and it's considered a transitional passage, meaning that it builds a bridge from one section of Luke to the other. But Luke never does that without giving us some important information. And in this month, when we celebrate women, this is an especially appropriate passage because here we learn about 3 women who, many women who are actually with Jesus, traveling with the 12 apostles. And we learn that they are providing for this traveling group out of their resources. Quite different than the image of the early church that we get most of the time. So with that in mind, if you haven't already done so, I invite you to go to a quiet place in your house and close the door if the room has a door, and settle into a chair and get comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And as you breathe in the breath of life. And as you breathe out all that does not give you life. As you breathe in the breath of God. And as you breathe out all that separates you from God. As you breathe in God's peace. And as you breathe out all of your worries, your fears, your anxieties, all of the things that don't give you peace. Keep breathing deeply in, out, in, out. With each breath, become aware of God's presence with you. Allow it to be like water that runs down over you. The presence of God comes and lands on your head and penetrates deep into the recesses of your mind and settles all that is going on in your mind for just a few moments. The presence of God falls on your face. The warmth of God's presence allows the muscles in your face to relax and your jaw to unclench, and the touch feels good in a way that allows you to smile. The presence of God falls on your neck, and as it does so, the muscles in your neck unwind, the tensions float away. And as the presence of God falls on your shoulders and runs down your arms to your hands, all of the muscles in your shoulders and arms are relaxed and renewed, and your hands open let go of all the things that you are grasping at, literally and figuratively. The peace and presence of God runs down your back, penetrating the muscles, allowing them to relax in ways that they don't normally, penetrating into your spine and the aches and pains of your back. The peace of God runs down over your chest. As it does so, you continue to breathe deeply. And your heart rate slows to a calm and resting pace. And as the peace of God lands on your abdomen, your stomach settles, and the jitters are calmed. And then the peace of God comes to your hips and your thighs and your knees and your calves and your feet. Every part of you is touched by the peace and presence of God. Imagine that you are back in the days of Jesus. Picture the countryside. Picture the people that go to see him. Are you one who is traveling with him? Or are you one who goes to see him? Are you one that is being healed or has been healed? Or one who witnesses the healings? Jesus was moving throughout the region where you are. He was healing the sick and curing the lepers and casting out the demons. The 12 apostles were traveling with him. That's to be expected. But there are also women traveling with him, and that's a little unusual, remarkable, in fact. One of them is Mary, who is called Magdalene. She had 7 demons who had gone out of her through the work of Jesus. And there was Joanna also. She was the wife of Herod's steward, Chuza. And also Susanna and many others. And the talk is that these women are providing for this traveling group who follows Jesus out of their resources. They're the ones who are funding his work. Remarkable. Remarkable. What's that make you think about? What does that stir up in you? I'll be quiet while you consider all of that and perhaps even have a conversation with Jesus. And as this time is coming to an end, you bring it to an end in whatever way is appropriate. And you allow that image to fade away. And you bring yourself back to the room where you are. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Let's take a break, take a breath for Monday, March 14th. The reading for today, once again, is Luke 8, 1-3, and I invite you to read it again and reflect on it some more. Maybe think about it from the perspective of someone different in this little transitional story. If you have feedback for me, or you want to talk or pray, send an email to rick@prospectchurch.org.